Yes, man. Cramp and paralyzed weak at conception. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Open the border, open the border, open the border, a judge a rule on ya. Stop the slavery a go on in a Libya. Just because man want cross the border, you want lock up with brother and sister and sell them to the Arab slave master. Train them up and lock them up and rape off with daughter. This is abomination in the eyes of your Allah. Bonafire upon slavery in Arabia. Bonafire upon slavery in Arabia.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Open Borders. My name is Luke McKay and I am a cricket expert. And joining me today is Jackson from Australia. Jackson?
How the hell are we? How are you?
I'm not great, to be honest with you. How are you doing?
Well, firstly, where are you coming from? Are you also coming from Australia?
I'm actually here on site in Grand Prairie, Texas, where the United States and Canada will be renewing cricket's oldest rivalry here in about an hour and a half. So,
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I've got the picture in front of me, so we'll run through that in a sec.
We'll get there. We'll get to it. I'm just, but yeah, I'm traveling. I'm in the United States right now. Texas.
Okay.
Did you freeze? Well, this is not going great. So Jackson's frozen.
Unless that's me.
There he is. Huh? Good lord.
This is a me thing, is it?
Yeah,
it's
a you
internet,
thing.
is it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, why don't you just talk and see what happens?
All right. We'll see how we go. I'll see if I can change something. Yeah. Well, I'm trying. No good?
All right, go ahead. Yeah, no, I can hear you. Go ahead. I was waiting for you to talk.
Can you hear me?
Content. Entertain me.
All right. What's the dramas today?
The what? I'm sorry?
You having a little struggle? Oh God, hang on.
Oh
Give me
yeah,
one
my
sec.
car's not working. I think there's something the matter with my fuel injector.
We'll see if that does anything.
I'm sure that'll make a huge difference. Whatever you just did. Actually, you are clear now. Yeah, I think my fuel injector is bad. I think my fuel injector.
John was going to come and try to save the day. Okay, so it's not
I push the button to start the car, and it rumbles and it shakes really violently, but it doesn't actually start. It's not the battery. The battery's fine. So
it's ticking over.
So I think it's the alternator or the fuel injector thing. So I don't know. Just gonna be probably another. It'll probably be like $1,500. 2019 Toyota Yaris, but it's not really a Toyota. It's got a Toyota badge, but it's a Mazda 2. I don't really understand why, but for some reason, Mazda couldn't release the Mazda 2 in the United States and do it cost effectively, but Toyota could, so they just stuck a Toyota badge on it. So, but I don't it's a Toyota, but it doesn't it's not really a Toyota. It'd be better.
I don't know if
it'd probably be running right now if it were actually a fucking Toyota, but it's a Mazda. So. I don't even know what is a Mazda.
It's Japanese, no?
Sounds right to me.
But it's probably one of those things though where they make the cars in Thailand or something. Because I know they do that. Yeah. That's like a Honda thing. I know Honda's Japanese, but I think they make them in Thailand or Cambodia or some shit.
There's a Toyota plant probably 30 minutes down the road from where I live.
Hasn't shut down yet. All our car fucking factories are all shut down.
No, there's the southern United States, especially Japanese car automobile manufacturers. What were we talking about? I forgot.
What, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, what were you saying? Something about the 90s. Tell me your Holden story.
Oh, I was just saying that they the car industry was dying off, and so they basically did what you said about your car. This fucking dog won't shut up. They got a bunch of car brands and they just swapped all the badges around to make it look like there was a bunch of extra cars in the market, just to see if they could so you could buy a car that was a a GM basically, but it had a fucking Toyota badge on it and shit like that. Anyway, fun talk. Am I gay if I drive a Subaru?
What are the other ones down there? Holden,
car brands. Yeah, so that's the GM. Obviously,
okay,
it's Holden versus Ford. That's like the big.
Okay.
That's the rivalry down here. So like our car racing is for a long time it was just the two, like NASCAR style. It's called supercars. Although it actually drives.
Is it an ovals?
Real track? No.
Oh, so it's like a street track.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they like NASCAR style cars?
Yeah, they're like stock cars. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's like a classic.
That's kind of cool.
You have the Commodore. Like, what's your like? Or I know you do like the Chevys and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a car guy. I'm trying
to think of what the Commodore would be. I've heard that before. I'm sure we do, but maybe it's the Cavalier here or something. I don't know.
Well, because you have Ford over there, obviously. What's the what's the main car? Because ours is the Falcon. Is it the same?
Focus. I would say like their
that's
flagship sedan is like the Focus.
Really? Even like 20 years ago? Like what was the V8?
No, 20 years ago. I don't know. They had the Crown Vic. That was huge.
Okay.
I love Crown Vics too. Crown Vics are sick. Big V8 engine. Great cars.
Yeah. Cars like that are dead now.
Yeah, they don't like. I mean, Honda's still got the Civic, I guess, and Toyota's still got the Camry, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not really a big car guy, as you can tell. Like my car would probably be running if I were more interested. if I were more interested in it, huh?
Yeah, my car gets fucked, and I'm like, all right, I need to just take it somewhere. I have no idea. They're like, oh, we think it's this, and I'm like, all right, I'll fucking believe it.
Does it run?
Not for me.
Yeah,
we good. I have a Subaru Impreza, which that like over there that makes me gay, right?
Stereotypically, Subaru is a lesbian brand. So like,
okay,
you know, like especially with like the flannel, like kind of Pacific Northwest, kind of like feminist. More, it's kind of an outdated stereotype at this point.
It's tough because I like
Subarus are all right. I don't know. Like, I had a buddy that always had a WRX, and those are fun. But
yeah, I think they're fucking.
I don't know. I always wanted one of those Toyota GT86s. I can't remember what they called them.
Oh yeah.
But those things are sick.
They're back though. They're back.
Yeah, but don't they have like a bigger engine in them now?
I don't know.
I kind of liked it when it was almost like a Miata with like a 100 horsepower engine. Like I just like the idea of that with little tiny Prius tires. All right, so what else we got?
Well, you were on Mike and the Minifans yesterday. I know you want to keep it not so show talk, but I enjoyed that. That was a good panel. That was a great panel.
Just an honor being on with us.
Had Facts on there like 3 weeks in a row. I'm a Facts guy. I like Facts.
I like Facts. His calls were funny back when he did.
Well, that's like Kirk said it like a week or so ago. Like, oh, the calls don't really do shit, but the calls are the reason why we got like This Is Cedar Park, and like a bunch of other, which is still just an absolute bop.
We haven't really had calls. I mean, I think we've done them like once or twice in like last few months. They don't really do them anymore.
I think literally one time.
I love Dan from the Lake and Newton, Dibya Mush.
Newton Marsh.
Newton, Dibya Mushes.
What is he saying
there? The Lake and Newton.
What is he saying at the start there?
I looked it up because obviously I don't know. But I looked it up. It's like some weird little town like in Newton where like Italians spoke some weird language.
Right.
It's like their own language. Dibya means like something, and mush means something. I don't know what, but it's weird.
Muddy mush.
Muddy mush. What did Muddy mush?
The muddy mush.
Good. Muddy mush was good.
Well, that's
Cliff. Cliff's funny. Cliff had a little bit of a rough start but that's always going to happen when you come in like kind of talking a game because they're always like, all right, you're talking a game, let's go, and you're always going to be kind of in a rough spot there. But once it actually started going, I thought he was good.
Yeah, I don't know where I stand because before I even started listening to it, you called him the new Steve from Gloucester, potentially.
The very beginning, yeah, it was very Steve from Gloucester at the beginning, but like I just said, I think that's just always going to happen when you have like the pre-game kind of shit talking, and Kirk goes, "All right, come on, spill." That's always going to kind of end up like that. So I take that back. By the way, I miss Steve from Gloucester. I wish we should try to have him on or something.
Where's he been? Like, is he
I don't
doing
know.
anything?
I actually don't know if his
anything,
account even exists right now, to be honest with you. I've been preoccupied. I haven't paid attention. Are you looking?
Is he? Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Does he follow you?
Okay, so, yeah. Oh, no, actually, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh.
Fuck yeah,
He
let's go.
unfollowed me, and then I had Grok write that song about how he should follow me. So he followed me.
He hasn't posted
I got-
anything. He hasn't
Let
posted
me check
anything
and
like
see
a
if
month.
he still is. He hasn't posted in like a month? Is he dead?
His last thing was retweets of Clemmer and
Oh, he doesn't
Clemmer-
follow me anymore. He
Clemmer
unfollowed
from
me.
over a month ago. Back in what are we now? Yeah, back in April. Casey Smith from the live show.
Yeah, that was.
I feel like he's deleted stuff then, because I thought there was more.
He
than that.
definitely has. There was definitely more stuff here.
I'm in these replies now. He replied to someone 3 days ago,
Okay,
And
so
then-
he's still
and then-
around. That's good.
and then before that was the 3rd of May.
Yep.
So
yep, I'm
that's-
seeing that now.
But
Oh,
this
that's
was-
right. He wasn't he tweeting like a DraftKings affiliate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. But yeah, he
But
unfollowed
yeah, that was
me
like
now.
that was like over a month ago. This will be a thing though where I don't know how long, but he will reach out again. He's gonna want to make amends. There'll be some comeback.
Well, like
So-
right now it's June 1st here, June 2nd there, I think.
Correct.
So we're about the
9/11.
halfway point of the year. I'd say, yeah, but before the end of 2024, there will be a mention of him on the main show in regards to trying to be on the main show.
No doubt, because you got a taste. You got a little taste, you know.
I think it's over though. I think it's over. I hate to say it. He's got to come up with a new shtick. All right, I think it's over.
Kirk will have him in at least once this year.
Think so? I think Kirk's
Yeah,
done
for
with him.
sure.
I think Kirk's tired of him.
Nah, they always come back like Snell.
You see somebody somebody face swapped Obama onto Trump's mugshot, made a Sicilian.
I did see that.
That was great.
Did that just come up in your feed right now? Is that you just?
No,
saw
I
it
just
with-
thought about it because we were talking about Steve from Gloucester, and he always goes, "I'm not Italian, I'm Sicilian. I'm Sicilian."
Yeah, well, Sicilians are African Americans, aren't they? Isn't that the what movie is that from?
It's from True Romance, but there is some
Oh.
monstrosity to it.
So I need to watch that whole film then, and then we're gonna try and reach out for
we
Cinema
should watch
Lords.
True Romance, and we'll reach out to Cinema Lords and see if that. And I was thinking Chopper,
We'll do a movie podcast.
and maybe Kangaroo Jack. Have you?
Oh,
You've
yeah,
never
you said
seen
it.
Kangaroo Jack, have you?
No, I never really heard of that, to be honest, until you sent that.
Great movie.
But
Yes,
yeah, we'll get Cinema on, which I guess I realized sort of a little recently, like I didn't like him for a long time, and I realized it was just because they would derail the show with like 20 minutes of movie talk, and you probably like that. I don't know, but that's fucking bores it.
I enjoy movies.
That bores the shit out of me.
Well, it's weird you haven't seen anything.
Is it
There was a
weird?
point last night that made me laugh. I said something like Gus is like the number one person on the show or something, and he's like, "Well, this fucking guy said I was number 2 or on the basketball team," and that made me laugh. So all right,
Oh.
let me start over. By the way, drinking.
Let me just jump
Okay.
in and say, by the way, because I just shat on Cinema Lord. I'm a Cinema Lords guy now. Okay.
Yeah.
There
Oh, I love
was a little period where I was just hating for a bit of fun because that is fun. But good, like on the show yesterday, that was a great panel. You guys were fucking hilarious. You were making him laugh. You two
I
got a little
fun.
chemistry. Yeah.
Oh, I like him. Last night I said something like Gus was the second best player on the basketball team, and he's like, "This fucking guy said I was the second best player on the basketball team," and that cracked me up because I think that was kind of like when he was getting mad at. I don't even remember who he was mad at. Was it Steve from Gloucester?
Who?
kind of-
Gus.
Cinema Lords.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember he was mad at Steve from Gloucester. I think it was.
I guess I don't know. I can't remember.
Never mind.
I know he fucking hates Alice Shattuck.
It made me laugh. I mean, I don't blame him there. I kind of do too. Mama K, not a big fan of. I'm gonna call her out again. I think I'm going to war with Mama K.
Why? You just hate for the sake of hating.
Yeah,
she got a great. She got a.
I'm just telling you, like I said yesterday, every time anything happens with Mick, she's right there to shit on Mick, and I don't like that. I'm a Mick guy. I respect Mick, so that's all. That's all. That's literally it. So,
I got no.
I hate to have to be like this too. It's
retarded.
Like, it's the consequences of people's actions, basically. Like I hate to have to do this, but whatever.
Do you just spend like hours in comment sections just finding people that you hate?
No, not at all. I really don't.
By chance. You've got I bet you've got their notifications on.
You
don't have anyone's notifications on?
I'm too self-obsessed with what I am interested in. So I just focus I don't even really look at a lot of other people's stuff on Twitter. It's kind of bad. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, that guy's
you're on your own profile.
Basically, yeah. Whatever I'm interested in that day. Whatever comes up in my For You. So I'll and retweet KMS stuff 3 days later because it's the first time I'm seeing it. Because I just hadn't come across it in Twitter. So
I have too many notifications on. I don't even know what it's.
I just retweeted. I just saw the cut of Josh where he just beanbag Ron, and then I love that.
Cinema
Lords, Cinema Lords
off the backboard.
I think he's trying to rebrand himself as Cinema Lord. I'm never gonna play along with that. He's Cinema Lord.
Yeah, I hate that. 100%. He's Mr. Lords.
Mr. Lords.
Yeah.
I did say nobody kind of bit last night, but I keep thinking Kirk's going to start a fight in one of these basketball games, and I think Cinema Lords will win whatever fight that is.
Are you saying a benches clearing
team,
or we doing something internal?
Kid. He'll get into it with some high school kid from whatever Newton High or wherever they're at, and it'll be Kirk versus 3 17-year-olds, and Cinema Lords will come in and just clear it out. That's what I imagine.
You think he's going to pick on someone bigger or smaller? Or?
Well, the first game he was chirping back and forth with they said they were teenagers. So that's why. I mean, I'm sure. I'm joking. I don't actually think anything's going to happen, but people are fucking crazy. You chirp the wrong person and they might actually fight you. You ever see those? Huh?
I was going to say there could be some Ron Artest moment where he just
that would be awesome.
Starts.
Cinema Lords is up in the crowd throwing punching the mime. That would be great.
The mime, yeah.
That would go insanely viral.
The mime apparently came from the other team, by the way.
Yeah, the mime apparently is a fan of the other team.
I think that's fucking nonsense.
Are you thinking about doing some rec league basketball yourself now? Am I broadening your horizon?
I badly just want to go to a court and just have some shots. I haven't got around to it yet, but I should be able to play. I'm tall enough, but I fucking suck. I can get my arms up. I'll defend you. But you look like a bit of a Cinema Lords. You look like a bit of a dog. You could get in there and throw some shoulders.
Well, that's with somebody was saying something I'd be really mad if I was playing and Gus was throwing himself around and because Gus could hurt somebody. He's flailing around on the ground, kind of.
If I was playing against him, though, he might be a distraction. I think he'd put me off my game because I'd just be laughing. I mean, yeah, he literally does the thing where his legs are up in the air, and his face is on the ground, his body's U-shaped. You seen some of those stills, some of those screenshots? Where, his stomach is on the ground and his legs are right up in the air after he falls. I mean, come on now. How could you play during that?
He makes me laugh. The problem is I'm out of shape. But when I used to play rec league soccer, I would stick my leg out and trip people, and it was bad. I would say yeah.
Dude, that's the funnest part of soccer is when you get that really, really fast guy coming at you, and you just stick your leg out and watch him fly fucking 10 yards. And
also I'm not I'm about 6 foot 220, so I'm bigger than your average person. I'm not a huge guy or anything, but I'm a lot bigger than the little guys that play striker. So I would just hang out. Like the goalie would always be yelling, "Move up, Luke! Move up!"
Right.
Like
so you were
I'm 10 yards behind the other fucking defenders.
Yeah, you're a center back.
Yeah, more of a sweeper.
Yeah, right. Same. That's a redundant position.
Really more of just a hacker. Yeah, nobody like
Right.
sweeper is like not really a thing.
Yeah, you weren't playing wing back or anything because you can't run like that. Right.
No, got to be in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, I was slow before I blew my knee out. Now I'm just
This KMS team though, I don't know how to do it, but they need to work on their conditioning because like that's the issue. Like they always come out hot and they just gas out hard. That's a fucking hard sport to play.
There's no roster limit, right? From what I can tell, I
think
think they can have as many guys. So I'm just get more legs. Is what I think they just need like 3 or 4 more guys that can. So they can.
But this is like the Shattuck talking point. Like, well, who are you going to get in?
Shattuck's
like you're just picking random guys.
Shattuck's stupid. I don't care what he thinks. I'm completely down on him. I didn't really care for him that much anyway, but then the Pitbull thing was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Anybody who thinks that way is just a moron. Pitbulls are great animals. I've met plenty of great animals, great pit bulls. I love pit bulls. Don't fucking talk shit about pit bulls. Great dogs.
So it's the owner?
Yeah, it is. And also, like, people don't know how to act. Like, people are always like, "Oh, it's a pit bull," and they're like afraid of it and shit. Like, if you just act normal, like, they generally are pretty sweet dogs. I'm a big Miss Peaches guy. I don't have pit bulls at the moment, but
if you get a Labrador, right, and you act a bit, there's some cultures around the world that don't like dogs in general.
I just don't.
Like, are they prone to try and bite you?
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just
so
like
then wouldn't you
breeds better. It's all about how they're like. I think pit bulls are generally pretty sweet dogs. Like they'll protect their like family. If like
they're a good guard dog.
Yeah, they're guard dogs. But like just acting like they're like this horrible like super killer Terminator type thing is just idiotic. Drives me insane. It's dumb.
I don't know.
I think you're more likely to get bit by like a chow. Like the meanest dogs I've ever met are like those chows and Shar-Peis and the
but
the
dumb dogs are retarded though. Dumb dogs. Small dogs are idiots.
I mean, terriers are obviously little bitey bastards, but they kind of make me laugh because you can just pick them up.
Well, that's
you have to actually train big dogs.
My beef with pit bulls goes back to when I was like 13, and I had a Jack Russell Terrier when I was a kid.
Horrible little bastard.
I used to
mean little fuckers.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
I had 2 when I was little bastards. Go ahead though.
They're fun. They're fun, but they're little cunts.
If they were as big as a pit bull, that would actually be a dangerous dog.
That would be dangerous. Yeah. They're like rabbit hunters and shit. Like they have a long tail. You put them into holes and they're
adorable.
Rabbits. They are adorable. They're annoying bark. No, but I used to walk. So I'd walk through the streets on the lead, and then I hit the big paddock, right, where all the snakes and shit are. But that's by the way a good warning. If your dogs start sniffing around an area, like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. There's snakes in here. There used to be a ton of snakes where I grew up. But so I'd let him through. Once we get to the paddock, off lead, he'd run off, and then we'd come through the back of this lot that had, playground and all sorts of stuff. And my dog would run like 30 meters ahead. And anyway, he runs into this park, and little dogs have like short man syndrome. Like they think they can fucking fight anyone. And he just ran up on a pit bull that was also off a lead. That was also with like a 13-year-old, by the way.
Ooh. Yeah,
got fucking destroyed. My dog went at it's like this little yappy boy just charged on a pit bull.
That does suck.
So yeah, that was traumatic. I was like carrying this bleeding dog, crying. My dog's gonna die.
Did the dog die?
Yeah. Nah. I think he did get a little fucked up though, because like from that day on, he would attack people just nonstop. we had to get him put down because if anybody cuddled like me and my mom or my mom and a friend or whatever, he would try and bite the person. We end up getting.
I mean, that story does suck. I feel bad, but
I love it. You're clearly like you're looking a bit fuck. So, this is I think
That was rough. I was hoping that you were going to get mauled because I would have had no sympathy.
What's funny about it is obviously your instinct in that situation because they like lock jaw like these.
Oh yeah, they're strong.
Yes. So like I'm grabbing sticks and I'm fucking whipping this dog because this pit bull was off its lead, was with someone my age. Like I said, I was like 13. Like that's just so irresponsible. So I said to this kid while like crying, I was like, "Go get your parents." And I got the chain. This dog had a chain, and I was just fucking whipping the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Turns out you're supposed to like stick your finger up their ass or something.
Yeah, butt drag them.
Right.
They'll let it go.
Yeah. So.
I got the 2 bulldogs, the Old English bulldogs, and Vinny's kind of like I'll like go up to him and I'll be like boom, and I won't actually hit him, but I'll like kind of shadow box with him like this. And I had to quit doing it because he'll like jump up and he'll bite my arm.
Oh yeah.
And he's actually like he gets a pretty good hold on me, and I'm like, damn, if he actually tries, he could break my arm just biting it. Like,
really?
So I'm gonna quit doing that. Yeah, he's nuts. He's like more aloof. Like he kind of hangs out on his own. Like he'll walk. Like he'll like be like laying down. And you'll like go over and pet him, and he'll get up and walk to the other side of the room and lay down again. And the other one, Major, that was on screen, the black and white one that was on screen with me. He's like a lap dog basically. So nice little mix there.
Is he?
Nah, I'm at my apartment.
Okay.
And I'm stranded because I don't have a car, so that's cool. I gotta get that taken care of this week. But
how'd you get there? Did you get a ride? Or did you get an Uber?
I just had my folks give me a ride. It died in their driveway.
Okay.
That was handy.
Did you like block them in? Did you have to push the car out of the way?
Yeah, I had to put it. Luckily, it's at an incline, so I just put it. Then I had to put it in fucking neutral. I had to pop the fucking thing off and manually like stick a screwdriver in there because it wouldn't.
Serious?
Yeah, it wouldn't shift into neutral without the engine running for some reason. Stupid car.
Oh, okay, yes. That's an
So
order.
then like the power, there's no power steering and no power braking because it's not on. So I'm like rolling back, and my dad keeps standing like pretty close behind the thing. He's 60 years old, and I'm like, and I'm hitting the brakes, and it takes like, you hit the brakes, it takes a good like.
You've got to shove that.
Yeah, before it stops, So I keep thinking I'm gonna run him over. It's a little car, so he'd probably be fine. But I'm like, damn it, dude. So and then I got out in the road and then he had to push it. But luckily it's a little car, so I don't know. Looking back, maybe I should have been the one out of the car and he should have been the one in it. But
yeah, because you're an athlete, you can just jump out of the way.
What else you got for me?
I don't know if we keep it show related. I mean, going back to the basketball talk, who's going to win against KMS versus Barstool New York? Did you watch any?
Barstool New York's going to kill them. Barstool New York's got they're way younger and they've got more athletes.
Yeah, the athletic thing scares me. I don't know.
That's like Clemmer said yesterday. Shark Minahan is usually pretty good on his odds, but he is he's not wrong. I don't think it's a 3-point spread there. I think it's more like a 10-point spread. I see more of a comparison between Prodigy and New York than I do, and yeah. Sorry.
They were going to win that game, by the way. They had like one shooter, Prodigy. They had like one shooter that came out and was just lights out.
Jorge Masvidal, that guy was killing him. Then
Is that his real name?
No, he just looks like Jorge Masvidal.
Oh, because there was another guy out there that they were calling by some name. And I was like,
yeah,
fuck is this?
Guy are calling him. Well, just like if a guy kind of looks like a guy, they'll call him by like the NBA guy. Like Jorge Masvidal. Probably been retired for a while. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because
everything else, I'm going to do cricket.
Let's go.
All right,
let's go.
So,
what are your thoughts?
As we all know, the 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup is going on right now. Actually, today, as we're speaking, I think is day one, right?
First game.
And
the oldest rivalry in all of cricket.
That's crazy. I just found that out today.
What?
That's the oldest rivalry in all of cricket.
We discussed this on like the first episode.
Okay, well, I didn't retain that information.
That was the first ever international cricket match.
Yep, they locked horns in a 3-day game in 1844.
Yeah,
and that was in New York where they did that. So, but then, do you know when the first ever Test cricket match was played?
1877,
Queen.
Australia and England. And
Is that the Ashes?
And the Ashes started a few years later. The Ashes started in 1880.
You actually know that? That's crazy.
Yeah. This is the thing with this like World Cup is I'm like out of touch. We've got guys that over there that know more about the current situation. They watch the IPL and all this sort of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm out of touch. I'm a Test cricket guy. I like the long, slow shit.
And that's
watch Test cricket all day.
Only. How many guys? Is it still the same number of? I pretend like I am an expert. I'm actually testing you when I ask these questions. I just want to make sure you understand cricket. Is it 15 men on the field in all versions, or is that just like a T20 thing?
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. Is there less than 15?
It's 11.
11. That's what I meant. That was a trick question.
Yeah.
Is it always 11?
Yeah. Yep.
So no matter what. So what is different about T20?
Well, do you know the difference between all the formats?
No.
So originally they had Test cricket, which was 5 days, and for a while it was 6 days, and stuff like that. Or maybe that was just like county cricket. Anyway, I'm going off track, but 5-day game. You play for like 8 hours a day. There's a couple of breaks. There's the lunch break and there's a tea break. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. kind of shit.
Okay.
And then eventually they're trying to make it more exciting, I guess, for new fans. Starting in, I think 1971 was the first 50 over game where they're like, let's make this a 1-day event. And so if you play for 50 overs and each team gets a bat at it, that's like a 7-8 hour game, right?
Okay.
So then that was like the new fun format for years and years and years. They had the first 50 over World Cup in 1975. And that happens still to this day every 4 years. And then I think it was 2003 in England where they had the first T20 game because the 50 over game was starting to get a bit boring because
as it would, it's still 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly right.
Still a very long game.
And sports are like getting more exciting and short and sharp. And cricket, 50 over cricket is still a lot of bowling the ball and the batter just blocking the ball and not scoring runs. And people, I guess get bored of that. And they're trying to get in new fans. And so, yeah, in 2003, they come up with this T20 cricket and started a league in England. And then, I don't know if it was like a year or so later, I think 2005, they played the first international, Australia versus England, over there. So, and then, that just all of a sudden became the popular, like by far it's the most popular. Like Test cricket between like some teams like India, whenever India is playing, you'll get 1 billion viewers,
Yeah.
But nothing is like the most marquee game maybe on earth of any sport is India versus Pakistan.
Right.
Cricket. So I don't know when that is. When are they playing? I think they're playing in like New York as well.
That's another thing I noticed. The American team is mostly Indians and Pakistanis, or at least people who were born in India and Pakistan who are now like American green card. Like the captain of the American team has a green card, I believe.
That's the thing, by the way. And that's what happens when your one country makes up like 20% of the entire population.
Monik Patel, is that his name? Monank Patel.
Again, I don't know. I'm out of touch. But I think there's more Indians on Earth than there is white people.
Oh, there definitely are. There's over 1 billion Indians.
But like all the white people, which is crazy.
I still think because I think the United States and Europe are about the same population-wise, aren't they? The United States is like 300 million. And then the United States isn't all white people. The United States
I think more. I think like 350. But by the way, it's like every cricket team. Like I go through them all now. Like I don't know, you get teams like Namibia are all like South Africans, but like I don't know, teams like Canada and Oman and the United Arab Emirates, all these countries, they're all just like Indians and Pakistanis. Because especially like the United Arab Emirates, which is like Dubai and stuff.
Well, they do that with soccer too, where like their teams are all really mostly African immigrants.
Yeah, because like they're all just immigrants that are working there, on their towers or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually very many Emiratis. Like, like actual people who are citizens of the UAE. I don't think there's a
Right.
whole lot of them.
Right.
There's like way more of the people who just work for them. So that's interesting. All right.
Yeah. So
Tonight,
we'll see what-
tonight is USA versus Canada. So is the Canadian? I guess the Canadian team is going to be very Indian as well.
Correct, but I think the States will smoke them because they've recruited a couple of guys. Like they've got a couple of South Africans on the team,
Okay.
and maybe the big draw is they have a Kiwi in New Zealand.
What's his
player,
name?
Corey Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
He held the record like 10 years or so ago. He made the record of fastest 50 over 100.
So why is he not playing for New Zealand? Is he just not good enough?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and he's
Okay.
like, I think he's going to be like 36 or something. I don't know how old he is.
So that's
Like-
pretty okay. So it's pretty loose with like just otherwise they probably wouldn't have a tournament, I guess.
Only 33.
Because I see
Right.
Aaron Johnson as well for the United States. He's from Jamaica.
Oh yeah, there's often West Indians as well.
Yeah.
So,
And
you do get a lot.
I'm
of
sorry, Aaron Johnson's actually for Canada, but the point stands.
Okay. Yeah, same. Well, Canada's weird. Canada's like historically been much better than the States for a long time in cricket.
Well, I can see them
Then-
actually playing it because they're in the Commonwealth, you know.
They've made a few World Cups. They made the World Cup 50 overs. I mean, they've made the World Cup in I think it was like 2011. They made it in 2003. They made it in 1979. I'm sure. I think it is, or 83 maybe 79. So they're like, but again, they just take like people from like Trinidad, and Jamaica and stuff.
That makes sense.
'Cause Trinidad
Also-
have a big Indian population.
so is that
What's that?
IPL? Is that what you called it?
Yes, the Indian Premier League just
Is that
wrapped
like
up.
Is that a T20 league?
Correct, and it's the marquee
Okay.
league on earth.
How much are those guys getting paid?
That's a great question. That's worth a Google.
Hmm.
Top IPL salary, but they have like a bidding system every year. Like everyone's names in the pot, and every team puts a bid on them, and they just keep upping the money. It's a big auction. It's the IPL auction.
That's kind of. I mean, it's unique. So there's no like year to year continuity.
I don't know if it's changed, but there wasn't. No,
Huh. That's weird.
like I don't. Maybe they have like marquee players because there is players that have played in it for the same team for like 10 years or whatever.
All right. I already found it. Have you found it?
No, you go on.
Sam Curran for the Punjab Kings makes 185 million rupees, which is approximately $2.25 million annually.
Right.
So not
That's
very
what
much.
he-
I mean, that's all right. But that's
No, but
compared to American
It's true.
sports.
It's true. But you also got to remember it's like a 8-week tournament.
Oh, really? That's
as well.
it.
Yeah. It's not a.
So it's kind of like the rugby. Them or these guys like are all playing in like 8 different leagues throughout the year, aren't they?
Correct. Yeah. So they'll do India. I don't know exactly the order. Like so, yeah. India's like April and May. The Australian tournament goes for like 3 months, from November to like January, February, whatever the hell. But they're really the two big leagues. Like there's an English league that kind of sucks. There's the South Africans can never get their shit together and get a league going. They stop and start. There's like a league.
Speaking of South Africa, the ANC just lost its majority today for the first time since apartheid. They had their elections, so it's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know like who they lost it to. It's probably like another like some communist party or something. I don't know. That country's fucked. But well, all right. Who you got tonight? Then you got the United States.
Yeah, I think they'll fucking smash them.
They were pretty heavy favorites when I looked earlier. So
Really?
that makes sense to me. Who do you have to
telling
win
you,
the tournament?
If you, well, I got to root for the boys. I got to root for the Australians. Come on.
Looks like
I mean, the
Australia
Indians-
won in 2022.
Right. The Indians are probably favorites, but the Indians should have won the last 50 over World Cup, and they fucking bottled it against Australia in the final. So that was fun working alongside Indians the next day. Well, who you got? I know
I
you're rooting
think
for Scotland.
I think Canada's going to win the entire thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I thought about it
Who's
last night, and I think I'm going Canada. At first, I thought it was going to be either Ireland or Scotland, but nah, it feels more like a Canadian thing to me.
Do you know who's good?
I assume India and Pakistan are the two best in Australia. would be the 3 best, I assume.
Like Scotland sucks, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
How could they be
right.
good? There's like 3 million. Like there's like as many people live in Scotland as like fucking Ohio or West Virginia.
Well, because New Zealand are good. New Zealand are good.
Well, that's true, but I don't know. In New Zealand, is that like all like Polynesian guys playing cricket for New Zealand?
No, not really.
They're all playing
rarely.
rugby.
They have a couple. They have a couple on the team, but like rarely. They don't give a fuck. New Zealand as a country really don't give a fuck about cricket. They go
Really, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
How big
they
is it?
have.
Is it bigger than? It's not bigger than Aussie rules football, is it?
No, but it is our premier summer sport.
Is Metters actually like on TV talking about cricket?
Not on TV, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, but
it seems like the bar to being famous in Australia is really low. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Have you checked in on his podcast at all?
No.
His cricket podcast.
No, I don't give a shit.
He does get good guests. He gets pretty.
Like who's a good guest for cricket? Like Beanbag Ron?
Yeah.
I'd be more interested in him and Beanbag Ron talking about it than like him and Gandhi. No, I'm just kidding. I would watch him with Gandhi. That'd be awesome. If Metters could get Gandhi, I'd be all in on Metters. Oh, do you want to power rank the Minifans? We were gonna do that a couple weeks ago.
No, I haven't got a list though.
I don't either. We just do it like just off top of our heads. We'll come up with the top 5. So number one's obviously gonna be Gus. We'll work our way back. So number one, Gus.
So he's a Minifan and not a part of the show. Are they a part of the show? Is that how we're doing it as well?
He's bigger than the show.
Was that a bit yesterday? That was a bit, yeah. You were just trying to rile him up.
Yeah, I was just messing with him.
Well, because
I'll let everybody behind the curtain. He was like trying to decide if we should just do a Gus show, and I was like, yeah, we should do a Gus show. And he's like, no, I don't want to do a Gus show. So I decided to try to make it a Gus show.
As much as like you were joking, part of me, and I'm a Gus guy, let's not forget this, but a part of me is kind of like, damn, he really is straddling the line of like going on and being real Gus centric and doing a lot of promotion. And like at least, and I thought about it, I was like, all right, well, Blind Mike is there to promote his show, but it's very apologetic, you know, it's very like Kirk is like, so, you know, Blind Mike, and he's like, yeah, well, you know, and he talks it down, you know, and he's not enthusiastic about it whatsoever. Whereas Gus is like, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We're going to get the Patreon and we're going to, and I'm thinking, fuck, I think Kirk might turn on him real soon. I know he said on the last show he's down on him.
Yeah.
But I can really see a ban.
It was not a bit though when I said yesterday. I think Mama K was responsible for Gus getting all that heat for when he hurt himself. I think he would have. I don't think he would have made himself such a big part of the.
Like she was there and
yeah, she was trying. She was like she pretends like she doesn't know what she's doing, but she was definitely trying to get in there. So he's got to watch.
She's got a lot out there. Has she got a lot of hate in her heart? Does she? She's trying to like get people off the show.
Kind of like a snake in the grass, you know. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah, it's quite the accusation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put Mama K as number 5.
Okay.
So number 1 Gus, number 5 Mama K, and we'll fill in 2, 3, and 4.
Sneakers number 2.
Be honest with you, no, I don't think he earns a spot because it's unoriginal. If it were and it's not a challenge, never mind. You know, I fucking hate you, Jackson. Leave me alone. I don't want to play. Just leave me be. Don't torment me. It's not a challenge to be more original.
I'm not trying to. I think he's a great Minifan.
Sneakers number 2. That's fine. Let's go. Right. Number one, Gus.
Number 2,
Sneakers.
Yellow shirt guy.
No, not yellow shirt guy. Yellow shirt guy does actually suck.
What about the fact that he reached out and like wants to come back on again?
What is he gonna do? Like he had an opportunity that one time he was on there and he was a bitch. So
and the bit's done. Like Kirk can't really do it.
No, nobody cares. It's too long ago. Nobody cares. Fuck off. Number 3. I'm kind of going towards some Cliff.
Oh my god! You were calling him Steve from Gloucester. By the way, I was
number
fucking,
4.
I was
Number 4, Stephen Gloucester. Number 4, Stephen Gloucester.
All right, yeah. So we're off the rails. All
right. So we got 1.
I want to put Josh in that list somewhere.
Josh is 3. That fills out the list.
He's a great minute fan. He listens to every minute of the episode.
That's true.
That's one
of my favorite bits too. Yeah. Josh just happened to be there, and there was a basketball game going on.
I think Josh is great. But it is weird that he didn't, because I think he came on during the producer show, the producer search.
Well, and I don't know. You saw it. Like, he tweeted Kirk when Kirk first announced he was going to Barstool back in 2019. Like, Josh is there in the replies. Josh is a P1 since day one.
Nah, but you know what that is, though. He's a sports guy. He likes sports talk. And then obviously, I'm sure he like checked into the first week and was like, "Oh, we're not doing sports talk at all. We're doing fucking Sue O'Connell talk." And he was like, "All right, I'm out."
Sounds like, honestly, it kind of sounds like you're jealous of Josh to me. But
I am.
So I already forgot who was number 1. Number 1 was Gus. Number 2 was Sneakers. Number 3 was Josh. Number 4 was
Mama K.
No, Mama K was 5.
Okay.
Number 4 was who was it? We just talked about him.
Montante.
No, not Montante. He's off the show.
Visionless Dave.
Visionless Dave. Who was number 4? We just literally said it a minute ago. Not Josh.
Rewind the tape.
Beanbag Ron's number 4.
Okay.
Oh no, Cliff.
Cliff
was number 4. That's right, Cliff.
No, I think that's a shit entry. I like Cliff. Cliff was funny. I was laughing, but
all right. So anyway, that's official.
Wasn't it Steve from Gloucester?
John,
from Gloucester.
We appreciate it, buddy. That's the end of the show. Thanks very much, everybody. Episode 9 is in the books. Thanks, everyone.
Cricket talk.
Wave to the camera.
Goodbye.